Okay, stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the Mahoning County Commissioners meeting. This is number 18 for the year. It is already Thursday, May the 2nd at 10:10 a.m. And we will begin with public comments. And you will state your name and address for the record, and you will have 3 minutes.
Good morning. Commissioner Presso, Senior Project Manager, Russick Excavating, 401 Local Works Brothers. I'm here today to voice my objection to the use of project labor agreements on county utility improvement projects. The use of PLAs is discriminatory in nature, and it's in a clear conflict with the Ohio Revised Code. Specifically, section 4116, which says a public authority cannot require a contractor to enter into agreements with any labor organization on the public improvement project. It also forbids the public authority from requiring employees of the contractor to become members of or affiliated with a labor organization or pay dues or fees to said labor organization. This is clear. The text is black and white. I'm hoping to receive a black and white response to my questions submitted last week. Remember, the supermajority of construction workers are non-union. By enforcing the PLA, you are eliminating fully qualified contractors, which in turn increases pricing and costs taxpayers money. Please issue an addendum to the contracts bidding next week, removing the PLA in full, and allow my company to submit competitive pricing in accordance with Ohio law. In the last 2 weeks, there were 2 projects led for bid by Mahoning County. Last week, I told you we bid the Rosemont Pump Station. Low bid was $496,849. There was no PLA applied to this project, and a union contractor was still able to turn in the low bid. This week, we bid the Salem Warren Road sanitary sewer extension and pump station replacement project. Again, no PLA. The low bidder was a union company in the amount of $739,589. If the PLA were attached to these 2 bids, which it was not, it would have eliminated half of the bidders on both contracts. Now, regarding the Rosemont Pump Station, I know that the bid package submitted by the low bidder was incomplete because I had the opportunity to inspect the bids at bid opening. I'm interested to see how the prosecutor's office responds to an incomplete bid. At yesterday's bid opening, the county did not afford us the same opportunity to inspect the bids. This is a sudden change in policy that I've never experienced with the county, so at this time, we don't know if all bids were accurate and complete. Either way, the apparent low bidder, the union company, is qualified, and if they are awarded the project, I wish them the best. Next week, we have 2 utility improvement projects for bid for Mahoning County. Both projects have PLAs attached. Even though I still haven't heard a good argument articulating the reasoning behind this. I cannot locate the meeting minutes approving the utilization of the PLAs for these projects and what necessitated them. Remember, the use of the PLAs is discretionary, not mandatory. The default position is no PLA. Yet these very uncomplicated projects contain the document granting a labor organization more authority than the president of my company. I don't agree with that. I have a good relationship with the trades and respect what they do. If we ever want to sign up, it will be our choice, not a mandate to perform work on a taxpayer funded project. I still don't understand how signing all of this suddenly makes me qualified.
15 seconds, Jim.
You want my guys to contribute to the local union benefit fund when they will get no benefits in return. They have to be there for at least 5 years to be vested. These are 6 or 8 week projects. So what happens to their contributions? It's just not right. And it doesn't make sense for the taxpayer. I'm asking you, per contract, you have until 2 p.m. tomorrow to issue an addendum removing the PLA in full. Please do the right thing for the Mahoning County taxpayer and remove this discretionary measure.
Thank you. And if anybody's interested, we have a whole printout here of all the projects that the county has done with all the various contractors here with the amounts and who got the projects. They're right here if anybody's interested on the table.
Not including the changes.
Right. minus the change orders. Taylor.
Tim Taylor, Vice President of Lefton Building Trade, lifelong resident in Mahoning County. With respect, everything that Mr. Tressa from Budget Excavating says is incorrect.
It should be focused.
The county has lawyers that have reviewed this agreement and made sure that they're compliant with the Ohio Revised Code. The trades have also done that with their lawyers. A project labor agreement is an agreement between the county and the trades that represents the workers that are doing the jobs on these projects. I'll read to you real quick from the U.S. Department of Labor. PLAs are an effective tool to, one, ensure timely completion of projects at or under budget. Two, provide employees with reliable sources, highly skilled workers. Three, increase diversity and support equitable work development. And four, improve work, health, and safety on the job. That U.S. Department of Labor. Maybe there are individuals that are worried about the representation from the trades to represent those workers.
Thank you. Next.
Morning, Commissioners. Before I get started, I just wanted to thank everybody for showing up. And I want to remind our commissioners that June 22nd, 2004, 20 years ago, that day, we broke ground here on the Remember Flood Convocation Center, which has said it's been a boom to the valley.
Yes, we did.
Yes, and I also want to thank the commissioners for a PLA. I'm a lifelong resident of Mahoning County, 66 years old, but you are protecting my tax dollars, which I do appreciate. Also, you're protecting workers' rights, which I am so happy you are doing that. And third, I am a retiree of a carpenter, 31 years. And because of that, I have a defined pension, that pays my bills, and I can live on comfortably. I don't gotta worry about things coming in. But the last thing I'll comment on, this is off that part, is I spoke about 2 months ago, and I still haven't seen anything in the news yet. What are we gonna do? And I'm gonna ask the commissioners to please get a resolution together to our state reps, the state senators, to go in, open up HB 128, which was the derivative of HB 6. In HB 128 in 2021 of March, they went ahead and deleted the part regarding the nuclear plants and got rid of those. But as a retired citizen, I'm sick of paying for Indiana's coal-fired power plants and Representative Stevens' coal-fired power plants in Columbus. We need to get our reps to do that resolution. Don't wait till the next election cycle. Go in, strip those two out. I'm tired of paying for everybody else's problems. That's all. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mike. Mike, maybe you can help us with some of that language to draft that letter, because there was somebody on the news talking about that a few weeks ago.
I'd be more than happy to.
And everything that you said is true, is what was reported, and it's like nobody's saying anything. So you can help us with that? Okay. Next. Any public comments? No? Okay. This time, Carol, I'll ask for a motion.
Motion to for the approval of previous minutes of board meeting number 17, Thursday, April 25th, 2024.
Second.
Roll call?
Yes.
Yes. Journal entry number 1.
Motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Second.
Roll call?
Yes.
Yes, we have agreements, letters A through G, and we'll begin with the engineer's office. Go on.
Morning, everyone. This is an agreement with Enertech Electrical for the Millville First Street Bridge Light Replacement Project in the amount of $3,600. It's non-general.
Thank you. Grants management, I know Anna's here, there she is.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is an agreement with the City of Struthers to provide inspection services for the Poland Avenue Neighborhood Improvement Project, Phase 2, in the amount of $3,000, non-general.
Thank you, Anna. And lead. Phil. It's not here. Okay, I'll take care of it. Letter C, agreement with Howland Company for lead hazard control and healthy homes work at 75 Saranic in the amount of $60,630, non-general. Letter D, lead-based agreement with the American Pinnacle Construction for lead hazard control and healthy homes work at 3130 South Avenue in the amount of $31,775, non-general. Letter E, agreement with the American Pinnacle Construction for lead hazard control health homes work at 1624 East High in the amount of $32,050, and that is non-general. Letter F, recycling, blue.
Good morning, Commissioners. Letter F is just our, more of the drop-off site lease agreements, this time with these three communities and, well, actually two communities and one school district. This also, again, is to provide ancillary services as well as provide us with the property that the general public can access.
Thank you, Luke. And sanitary. Pat or Vera?
Good morning, Commissioners. Letter G is an agreement with Alcon Mechanical Piping, Inc. for stainless steel pipe and backflow install, replacement of valves, and PVC pipe install at the Craig Beach wastewater treatment plant. This is in the estimated amount of $28,196, and these are non-general funds.
Thank you.
Motion approved number 2, agreements A through G.
Second. Roll call?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, change orders A through D will begin with facilities. Alan?
Morning, Commissioners. A is a change order number 1 with Russo Sign Shop Incorporated for various signage at Oak Hill Renaissance Building in the amount of $170, general funds.
Thank you. Lead? Okay. I got lead in the head today. Never know. Change order number 1 with the direct industrial service and supply for lead hazard control, healthy homes at 8023 Roxbury, at the amount of $200 at the non-general fund. Letter C, lead-based change order number 2 with American Pinnacle Construction for lead hazard control healthy homes at 200 Byron in the amount of $2,300, non-general. Letter D, lead-based change order number 1 with the Howland Company for lead hazard control healthy homes work at 543 St. Louis in the amount of $1,000.
Motion approved number 3, change orders A through D.
Second. Roll call.
Yes.
Yes, resolutions number 1.
Motion approved resolutions number 1, additions.
Second. Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, resolution awards 2A, grants management. Anna?
This is an award for the City of Camel Devitt Avenue project with Lindy Paving in the amount of $125,277.75. It is non-general and low bid.
Thank you.
Motion approved number 2, resolution of awards A.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Resolutions A through G, building inspection.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm going to do this for Jeff Yaroseva. This is to hire 2 building inspectors in our Building Regulations Department. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Grants management. Anna?
Commissioners, this is a resolution authorizing the contribution of $15,000 from the general fund to OSU Extension to support the Mahoning County 4-H program.
Thank you. Sanitary.
Letter C, resolution approving the appointment of 1 office manager for the department.
Okay, thank you. And Sheriff?
Good morning, Commissioners. Nancy, Holly. This D is for a purchase of a vehicle from the city of Canfield, which they no longer need. We are going to purchase it and put it into service. E is the same for the Ohio Department of Administrative Services. There's surplus program they have in Columbus. F is our, we are going with the Department of Administrative Services, state purchasing, in which we're getting new firearms that we have cycled out with the end of use for the current firearms that we have. We are trading that. We're using a trade-in in order to purchase new firearms, giving them the old, getting new. And finally, the last G, we're asking for your permission to apply for the One Ohio Recovery Foundation grant for opiate epidemic in the Mahoning Valley, especially at our county jail. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Motion approved number 3, resolutions A through G.
Second. Roll call? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And for the good of the order, the elected officials or department heads would like to say anything. Lou?
Just want to let everybody know that on Saturday, May 11th, from the hours of 9 to 3 at the Canfield Fairgrounds, we'll be hosting our first HHW collection for this year, with many more collection events to come. But again, our first HHW collection will be Saturday, May 11th, 9 to 3, Canfield Fairgrounds.
Okay, thank you. Anyone? You're okay.
We have,
We're waiting
They're
on
not
the
here
state.
yet.
are we waiting? Somebody's outside, I think.
Holly went to grab somebody.
We do have a presentation,
Here today.
but we're waiting on the state people to come.
Well, don't know.
We had the privilege, Anthony, Carol, and myself, going this past weekend to the Penguin Brewery and donating some of the ARPA funds to $20,000 to Dylan's house. And, you know, it's quite an opportunity because we were able to help, you know, nonprofits that are doing great things in the county and in the community and be able to fund them, you know, with ways that they could not secure funds in the past. You know, the ARPA funds, you know, are able to be utilized for totally different purposes to help businesses, people, you know, things from the results of COVID and just an array of different things. And this was one of them. Dylan's family is it Amy and Kevin. And they have a son that's autistic. And they were able to have him go into a house and live as an adult and with oversight with other people that have challenges with disabilities. And adults with autism sometimes can be very difficult for a family to be able to take care of and house and be able to be there 24/7. So this created, in their words, conflict type of living in order and turned it into the ability for them to visit their son and everybody's attitude and demeanor changes and things are so much better on their behalf. And this is helping adults with autism and adults with learning disabilities or just challenges to be able to live on their own, supervised, and be able to be assisted. And it's just a wonderful thing. There's probably 3 or 4 people there. So many people that donate and give of themselves and their time and their money. And I really have to do a shout out to Sam Boak at Boak and Sons because they seem to really be, you know, and I apologize for not bringing my paper. I could have read them all off. There's half a dozen or a dozen that donated. But Sam seems to give back to the community in so many different ways. And he's always showing up, making donations and supporting entities. So I really wanted to say thank you to their efforts for helping a lot of people that are in the county. We also, yesterday, were in the courthouse for an unveiling of Prosecutor Gina DeGenova. She has taken and created a program, I believe she's calling it Hope and Healing. And it's for a lot of the victims of crimes and their families. too often we hear the criminals, the perpetrators, the ones that are convicted, but we don't hear anything of the families and their plight for the rest of their life that have, fallen prey to as victims. And so they're doing things, and they asked the schools, the neighboring, or all the county schools, to draw pictures that they could put in the rotunda and different areas where the families come in and meet with the prosecutors to be able to have an environment that they feel is one of hope and healing. And one of our friends, DeGennaro, Rocky's wife,